Hi everybody and welcome to organ practice. This time I am at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception in downtown Kansas City, what we call the Golden Dome here because on the outside of this building there's a big golden dome. And I'm getting ready to play at the end of August the big French Organ Music Festival that happens in Kansas City every year. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the special challenges that organists face since we don't carry our instruments around like other people do. The first is that there's really no standardization. There is a standardization, so this console, this keyboard set, and these pedals that I'm playing are conforming to the AGO, the American Guild of Organists standard, but nothing says that organists have to build their organs according to those standards, and in fact I've played a lot that haven't. Some pedal boards are flat, some pedal boards like this are concave and radiating so that the pedals that are farther away are a little bit easier to reach than they are if you have a flat pedal board. These have the same key width as a standard piano, but some organs I've played have narrower key widths for various reasons. And one of the most interesting things that is different about organs historically is that a different tradition arose between France and Germany. So when you're playing all the stops at the same time, you can take the sounds from this manual and put them to here. That's the German way of doing things. The French way of doing it was to take the sounds from this manual and put them all down here so that this was the loudest one, and this is the loudest one in Germany, this is the loudest one in France. So they're organized in different ways. Well, that can be complicated depending on what you're trying to do at the instrument, because if you're playing a French piece on a German organ and it asks you to jump like this, that's one thing, but if it asks you to do something strange like having to go back and forth between high and low, it's farther. And this is a French organ music festival, and I'm normally playing on a German style instrument. To make some of this music hard, but this instrument, fortunately, has a special button where I can change it back and forth. So this would be the German way. That's the loudest, and this is a little bit softer. And this is a little bit softer. But I can push this button right here, and I can make this soft, medium, loud. And it makes it easier to play the French music on that. Let me show you one more thing that's different about adjusting to a new instrument. I'm playing a piece by Messiaen called Transport du Joie, and here we go at the beginning of it. So you see, one of the biggest adjustments you have to make with any instrument is the room that you're playing in. This is a very different space. It's a cathedral space. Watch what happens when I play one note short. It rings for about another 4 to 6 seconds depending on where you are in the room. So you have to adjust your playing to that to allow for the space to happen. Listen to this opening again where I give more space than I normally would. the opening of that piece. And the other thing that's really tricky is if you've been practicing on one style organ, like I've been playing all this German style organ, where you practice putting your hands on the middle manual for the loudest thing. Sometimes, especially if it's in really fast passages, I get confused and I jump to the wrong manual. So it's all part of adjusting to new spaces and new instruments. And the other big difference, of course, is that where all the stops are, pull this up so you can see, where all the stops are on the organ for the different sounds, they're in different places on every instrument. So sometimes you get used to pulling out a sound in one place, and then you have to get to a new place and look over and think, oh, where do I pull that out from? So anyway, there you can see some of the cathedral. All right, thanks for watching.